What's up, jabroni? Steven here, and welcome back to yet another reaction. Today, we're hopping into Person of Interest, episode number 4. Hopefully, you guys are excited. I'm very, very excited to see what happens. I thought last episode was the best episode we've had so far. It kind of actually felt like a proper, good storied episode. I'm still in the camp that we aren't really using Taraji P. Henson. I know some of you guys have commented about that, but she's a really good actress, and we're just not using her a lot. But hopefully there's a overarching story, something bigger happening. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, last episode we had the whole thing with the army and Reese getting involved in that whole thing. Finch getting involved. I mean, overall, it was a good episode. I'm hoping that this is the moment in the show where the show starts to really elevate. The same way I felt about Nikita and some of the other shows, that they started off slow for me. And then around episode 4 or 5, they start to really pick up. I'm hoping the same thing happens here. I'm not sure when that, but I mean, some shows take a while to pick up. Maybe this is one of those shows. I don't know. Yeah, I'm hoping for a fun episode. So let's hop in here. Let's have a good time. If you want episodes early, Patreon. If you want uncut, unedited reactions, so about an hour-long episode, you can go over there as well. Yeah, let's hop in here. Have a good time. Here we go. I wonder what happened to him. Do we know what happened to him?
Judging from your bone graft, looks like you had spinal fusion surgery about a year or 2 ago?
Yeah.
My one thing is, he looks so suspicious.
A week at the hospital. Single, lives alone.
I don't know, maybe he just stands out. I don't know, maybe he just stands out. Because, I mean, a lot of people wear suits in New York, so I don't know.
Not at all.
Maybe he stands out to me because I know
Doctor has a 6 a.m. shift, right?
Yes, why?
he's going out.
Like she's changed her mind about going out.
Hey, baby.
Okay, but he wouldn't be the person that's gonna kill her.
Hey.
I mean, that seems seems mega random.
Please.
It's probably the boss. Not the boss, the one guy that was at the hot dog or coffee place.
Mr. Wall Street.
Oh shit,
Sorry. Watch it, man.
bro. Wow, damn, he was quick.
Guy likes to mark his own territory.
Yeah, I was about to say that's a cool thing, but it's like his symbol, like his initial. He has this picture of himself on the wall. Weird.
The Megan Tillman.
No. He hasn't researched her online.
Yeah,
He
that's
hasn't
right.
even looked up the area of her apartment or the hospital.
But it can't be him.
To our doctor.
It can't be him.
He's careful. Methodical.
Maybe he wasn't always so careful.
That doesn't make any sense. The machine has to pick up from something.
Mr. Benton has an old college record that's been expunged.
It has to be from
Might
something.
illuminate what kind of a man would be.
So, like, where did the machine pick up? He must have mentioned her somewhere.
And I know someone who can help.
You get to come home to your son with his due.
Where the fuck am I supposed to get $1 million from? I'm a cop in New York.
Win-win.
What kind of salary do you think I'm making, bro? It's not the guy that they're chasing. It doesn't make any sense. They should know that. It's probably.
So far, no sign of Benton.
It's got to be that she's the killer.
16-hour days at the hospital.
Come on, we'll do whatever you want. We'll hang out, have some drinks, maybe something strong.
He didn't roofie her.
I have to work.
He was pretending to be drunk. She's not drunk at all. Okay.
Benton's not stalking the doctor. She's stalking him.
I wonder if he raped her, like not her sister or friend or something.
I know why the doctor's stalking Benton. In '96, when Benton was a senior at NYU, he sexually assaulted a freshman girl at a fraternity rush party.
It was her sister.
She said in her statement that she wanted to impress him. He was popular, a star athlete. So she had a couple beers with him, claimed he slipped something in her drink. Gabrielle Tillman, the doctor's sister.
I figured.
A year after the attack,
She killed
Gabrielle
herself.
was rushed to the ER and pronounced DOA from an overdose of antidepressants.
Any of the men say the name Elias?
I don't believe so. Who's Elias?
Did you get a look at any of their faces?
No.
Did any of the men talk to you?
You have to know
Not
there's a
that I
camera.
recall.
You have to know there's a camera in there.
So yes, I was communicating with him. I was begging for my life.
You're good.
I'm sorry, I can't remember the exact words I used.
He would see me at work.
I don't understand though. When you roofie somebody, they're knocked out. You're having sex with like a corpse.
He smiles that same
Like
smile.
they're not even. I don't know.
Up.
That's so weird.
Why are you here?
I lost someone very close to me.
I'm sorry.
What kind of meeting is this? I thought it was for like.
Think about what
Is it just a grief meeting maybe? Just for dealing with grief and stuff? Like no actual.
Oh, it took me years.
It's a nice ass house, man, right on the beach or on the shore. Is this gonna be one of those where they have to kill the person that they actually agree before? Holy shit! What the fuck?
You find the house?
And then some. Doctor has everything she needs to erase Benton for good.
You can't be that moronic, bro. Oh shit! Oh god!
And what's the problem?
Bong, bitch, dumbass. It's New York City, man. You don't do that. Like, what are you doing? Random street, just go. Man, you always lower a little bit. You don't lower it all the way. Wow. I mean, how did you get? I mean, you must have put drugs into a system, right? I mean, guessing.
Whatever you do, do it quick. She's headed toward Benton's loft.
All right, got it.
Hey,
Can
buddy.
we do this later, fellas? I'm a little bit.
How'd they find you? That was alright, whatever. Holy yeah, man. I mean, this ain't Dexter right now. How are you gonna get him to the house? Like, did you bring all that powder shit with you?
Reached the doctor's been at Benton's loft for 5 minutes.
We made a little down payment.
Wow. You are a dick.
It's a win-win.
How's it a win-win? I mean, this is kind of a win-win. Of all the cases we've had, this is my favorite one. I like this case a lot. I actually like this episode a lot.
How does he know about Miguel? Shut up, he's lying.
Oh, he's not shooting them. You better run, bitch. He's about to whoop. Ooh, he's gonna hurt you. You're going to jail. He's not letting you get out of here, is he?
And Lionel, don't do this again.
Wait, what? Man, he is leaving him alive? Man, you are putting a lot of trust in this man. Oh shit.
The guy
Yeah.
you got tied up in the back of the van can wait.
Ooh, yes, now. If this is what the show is gonna become, like stuff like good cases like this, I'd really be into it. Like I said, and some shows take a while for me to like get hooked into them. This is a hook me episode right now.
And I know if you do this, if you murder this man in cold blood,
Or eat away at you.
it will kill you.
How can you sit there and tell me not to do something you know in your heart you would do too?
Because I'm not you.
I can take it. But if he has to kill her, that's gonna be crazy. Turn her in.
I suppose I have a little talk with him.
Scare the apes.
It won't matter. She gets to keep her memory of you.
I'll be the person that she looked up to. Don't like be this person that you turned into because.
Who are you? Why are you here?
I already told you.
Like I'm legit like in my like I'm holding back like a tear and like this is like really good.
What are you gonna do with him?
We're gonna have a little talk.
Have a great day, detective.
You're gonna be working with Taraji P. Henson, I bet, keeping her off our back. Am I right?
You
kid.
Thanks.
Yep, I knew it. Not working with her, working right next to her, keeping an eye on her.
What are you gonna do to me?
Honestly, I haven't decided yet.
God, dude. Oh, shit.
Let me ask you a question.
Could you imagine?
Do you think people ever really change?
I swear. Please, let me go.
I think he's gonna kill him. And do the whole thing with the,
I could let you go. Because you know for the rest of your life that I'd be watching you. People don't really change, do they?
No, they can. I can. And
Dude, whoever directed this episode is like, these moments are really good.
I don't think that you're going to kill me. Please. You don't want to do something that you're going to regret.
Which do you think I'll regret more?
Oh, shit.
Letting you live or letting you die?
I'm legitimately nervous right now. Shit.
Help me make a good decision.
He needs you to grab the gun.
Stay tuned for scenes from our next episode.
What the fuck? Are you shitting me right now? What the hell? What the fuck? Oh my god. It just ended. What is that? Are we gonna find, I don't want to read the description of the next episode. Is it gonna like, just, we never know? The way I took that scene as he wanted him to go after the gun. Like he needed a reason. Like there's already a reason that he's an evil person. He needed a reason to kill him. What does that word mean? Cura de Ipsum? I don't know what that word is. Oh man, okay. So for most of the episode, the beginning, like the first half of the episode, I was leaning towards giving the episode a 7. Then we started getting into some of the twists and turns, and I'm like, okay, this is an 8. Then we had the 2 legitimate conversations and the twist with the cop. So about like the last about the last 10 minutes to me were like phenomenal. Like, and the crazy thing is, before like I started recording, or before the reaction, I said there's some shows like that I've been watching that take episodes to get like really good and take a couple episodes for me to get hooked. Nikita is one that came to mind. Dexter is another one that came to mind. And I feel like, I don't know. I mean, this is just one episode, right? This episode was fucking great. Well, I mean, it had some moments I didn't love, I'm not gonna lie. Some moments I wasn't on board with, but it had some quality fucking moments, man. Like my heart was racing the entire second half, and I'm just like in awe of what's happening and the acting and everything. I mean, I'm still not on board with Taraji P. Henson's character, or her as a choice. I don't vibe with her right now. And I can't tell if it's the actress or if it's what they're having her do. I don't know. But something about her right now I'm just not vibing with. Hopefully it grows on me. Hopefully not with the little added, the new cop added there. It'll bring some things. But the one-on-one with Cardellini and the Reese guy, I mean, good shit, man. I want to go with a 9, honestly. I like really want to go with a solid 9. Because I think it's that much better than every other episode. To me has been like a 7. And to me, this episode's that much better. It's like a 9 to me. It's like, the mystery was intriguing, what was happening, the twist, the turns, the dialogue that was given. Literally the only thing that holds the episode back is the Taraji P. Henson stuff. Like I said, I mentioned that. Also the cartel stuff I didn't really care about, honestly. Those are literally the only 2 negatives I have. Everything else was rock solid. And with these kind of shows with like a procedural, the case is what matters. The case matters. The case and the characters matter. But the characters are always going to be good if they have chemistry together. And these Reese and Finch have really good chemistry together. So they're always, for the most part, they should always be good. It's about the case that we're on. And the case, I love the case. So, all right. So the episode starts off. We're at the hospital. We have, how did I know her name? And now I just drew a blank on her name. What's her name? Oh my God. Well, we'll call her Megan Tillman. She's a doctor. Her number came up. We actually, what did we do with the beeper? Did we put a tracker on her? I think we put a tracker on her. I think that's what we did with the beeper. It's a tracker. Finch has back pain. I don't know if he was faking it or not, but he needed to get his prescription refilled. Reese is following her, trying to see what's going on. He sees she's works long shifts. Then at night she goes to the club, which they found weird, but I didn't think that was weird. They made it seem like it was like a weird thing, right? And I was like, no, this is her de-stressor. It was weird that she told her friends she wasn't going out and that she did go out, but she could live like a life where she wants to just go out, have a good time after work. They give you the implication that the guy that she bumped into earlier at the, where was that? Around here, right? She bumped into a guy here, right here, and it gives you the implication, oh, he's following her, right? But then when he bumps it again, you're like, ooh, he's following her. You're like, you're getting all these vibes about him. At this point, I'm just kind of going, but like him being a stalker or a random stalker or a random rapist her number wouldn't come up in the machine. And again, you have to the machine is weird because the machine gave you a number, right? Her number. So therefore the machine knows that she is going, the machine, you can't figure out the clues, but the machine knows she's going to kill him. That would mean, I guess she would have had to have Googled him, Googled maybe methods to kill people. Then the machine puts two and two together, maybe. That's the only thing I can think of. I don't know how the machine would have popped up her name because the machine goes through phone records and emails and stuff. And it needs to have a connection of a person to another person and that murder is implied. Like if it was sent through email or if it was sent through text or phone, then the machine will pick it up. I don't know who she would be talking to about murder. So my only thing is that she was maybe her computer searching or something is what led the machine to that. I have to use that because I don't want it to I don't want to harp on how the machine found it. And I feel like that's something that you have to, with this show, you just have to kind of accept. The machine just finds names. We just have to kind of accept it, or numbers, and we just have to accept it. How and stuff doesn't really matter as much. All right, so, we don't exactly know what's happening. I mean, the guy, they're like, well, they think it's going to be the one creepy guy, so they start following him. They do some investigating on him. I think they find that, wait, did he see her stalking him yet? No. When does that happen? Okay, that happens later. So yeah, they're following him. They're trying to see what's the connection. And this entire time I'm like, but why would the machine, he would have had to have mentioned her in some way, to kill her. The machine doesn't pick up random acts of violence. It picks up people that are, people that are going to be murdered by, and then it left like a trail somehow. Then the cop owes money to the cartel from the drugs that they were stolen that they didn't get to sell because of Reese. Then we have this whole thing again. It's looking like, okay, he's creepy McCreepster, and I'm still doubting things. I'm like, wait a minute, it doesn't make any sense. They split up. She was acting drunk. Then you see her acting normal. Reese follows her, and the twist is he wasn't stalking her. She's stalking him. Cool twist. I mean, I kind of tried to put it together. I was like, no, it doesn't make sense for the machine. So it made sense that it was her. This guy tells Reese about, hey man, cartel's coming after me. We got some problems. And actually he puts him at a desk, and that doesn't stop the cartel problems at the end. So we'll see. All right, then Taraji P. Henson's character goes to visit Finch, wants to know about what exactly happened at the bank robbery or the robbery that was taking place. Finch did this because he wanted to know what she knows. Smart. I actually think that's a really good thing to do. Bring her in. Really, really good acting here. And for him, at least, I don't know, man. Taraji P for me is just not cutting it as this cop. Maybe I just don't see her that way. Maybe it's the dialogue they're giving her, but something for me is not clicking with her as the cop right now. She's my least favorite part about the show currently. Hopefully she gets better. Hopefully they give her better stuff to do. She seems like an afterthought. Maybe that changes, hopefully. All right, we were stalking. We go. I was asking what kind of meeting this was. I'm guessing this was just like a kind of like a basic grief meeting, because it's not like a, if you were raped, I'm assuming you would go to a meeting for women that were raped or men that were raped. Or if you lost a loved one through cancer, you would go to that thing. Or even if you lost a loved one, you would go to that meeting. The one girl just seems like she was raped, so I don't understand how she would be in this meeting. If this is a grief meeting, like, it just makes sense that it was like a meeting for meeting for any kind of trauma or grief that you have. Great dialogue. She gives the wrong name. They talk about the fact that she's going to kill him. I was said at this part, I was like, man, is this going to be the dilemma that we have to deal with? Like, what is going to happen here? What's going to be the actual dialogue? Like, is it going to be this thing where they're going to have to figure out, do we kill her? Do we not kill her? What exactly do we do? And it was like this dilemma of like, but she's getting a bad person off the street, which is what we do. But she's an innocent person. You know what I mean? Like, what do we do? We know that she's going to kill somebody that, for all intents and purposes, doesn't deserve to die. Man, I don't know. He deserves to. It depends on where you fall. Like, personally, I believe he deserves to die, but that's me personally. But I know that there's people that put him into the justice system and like just let him go to jail, rot in jail. And there's people, it's a balance. Like, it's a not balance. There's like a divide. Some people believe certain things, death penalty. Some people don't. I perfectly understand that whole dilemma and question. So, but it brings that dilemma into the equation here. So the cop calls Reese about like help. He's needs to take care of the thing. Reese goes in there, beats up the cartel, steals their drugs, but he's not even here to help the cop. He's here because he personally needs to take care of this guy here. So he's going to use the drugs to plan on him, which the cartel's still going to come after the cop. So I don't understand exactly why they did that. Reese is watching. Reese gets taken by the cartel guys. What's the girl's name again? The Tillman girl, Megan, she does her Dexter impression. We have a thing about the cartel that Reese knows that they've been kind of playing dirty, playing both sides, killed the one guy's son, and he'll tell. They fight. I thought he was going to kill this guy, maybe shoot him in the kneecap, leave him here. But no, he leaves him alive. He has another assignment for him. That's why he was stalking that one other lieutenant guy so that he can arrange this reassignment. And then from this point on, the episode to me was like amazing. Like, I loved all of this, the dialogue, the way that he showed up to her, the acting, him talking to her about the way he was revealing everything he knew about her, explaining to her, this will literally kill you if you do this. You're a good person. You save lives. You don't take lives. Her plea, like, kind of explaining to her why she has to do this. Her sister. Just amazing back and forth dialogue that I really, really appreciated and loved. Let's see. I mean, I don't know. I just love this whole thing. Like, I don't really have anything else to say. Just the scene was amazing. If you watched it on YouTube, hopefully I was able to get enough of the scene, because this scene was just great. In the end, he's like, give me the keys, I'll take care of it. I know about him. And she does. She goes home. Then Reese goes and he's like, he tells Finch, I have Ben. Not Ben, I have Benton. He's like, Finch asks what he's gonna do. I don't think he really says anything. Then we get a flash to the cop. What's actually happening here? He's getting reassigned, moving over. And then another fire exchange here of dialogue where Reese is speaking about, do people actually change? Can people actually become different people and, like, not be who they've always been? Talking about the future, the past, like essentially saying, will you be somebody that you're not? Can you change Finch is again referring to in this whole dialogue. What I liked is that he's kind of talking about himself. Like he's talking about himself. He's killed people, but then at the same time he's talking about you. You have raped so many women, ruined lives. He even mentions she saves lives, we break them. Like it's just a really great exchange. And this entire time, if you guys watched me, I was squirming. I was like, what's gonna happen here? I legitimately had no clue. I was like, this can go a couple ways. He can pure fear into the guy so he'll stop. But then it kind of ends and we don't know. It's open-ended, but the guy kind of pleading with him. I got the impression that Reese wanted him to reach for the gun. That's what I got. But no, that was not the case. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it was the case. I don't know. Because it cuts to black and we don't know what happened. It wasn't even like we didn't even hear like any kind of a gunshot or anything. It just kind of ends. Like, let me
What if it's something that you're gonna regret?
Which do you think I'll regret more? Letting you live or letting you die?
Just cuts.
Andrew,
It's good acting.
help me make a good decision.
What does that mean? And what a bold choice, right? So it's not a bold choice for like other shows on like if Dexter ended like that, it would make sense. Like, shows on like different network, but this is like a Prime network. This is like a Fox, an NBC, an ABC, like a CBS. You know what I mean? To end that way, that's bold to me. People that watch procedurals, they don't really like these open-ended things. Like, you know what I mean? People that like the people that actually are all about the procedurals and shit, like, those people probably don't really like, they're like, when I watch procedurals, I'm like, oh, it's one story, it'll finish and we'll move on. For it to be like a story that, no, we don't, it's open-ended. What happened? We don't know. I appreciated it, man. But there you have it. That's my reaction. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Head over to Patreon for the full, uncut, unedited reaction. You can get episodes extra early if you want them. If you don't want them, don't worry. The episodes will come here eventually. Over there, you could just get them a little bit early, fully, uncut, unedited. But yeah, I'm going to get out of here, and I'm going to talk to you guys later. Peace.